Hi, I'm Gary White for Channel 6 Central Kentucky Television, and I'm here with Terry Spriggs at the Nelson County Extension Office. Terry is the Nutrition Education Program Assistant here at the Nelson County Extension Office. And today we're going to make something fun with fruit, which is really good.
Yeah.
As we are going through our calendar, we've been doing the 2019 Food and Nutrition Calendar, and we've been working our way through this with Luke here as well, and now we get Terry to help us with the recipes. And a lot of them are cooking and doing various different things, but during the month of July, we have the Watermelon Refresher.
Yum. That sounds so refreshing right now, too, with it being so hot outside.
Absolutely, absolutely. So this is a good month for it.
Yes.
And we have a nice watermelon
Yes.
here. We have some different fruit that's going to be involved. The picture makes it look very patriotic because it is
Yes.
July as well, with the 4th of July here.
Lots of color.
Yeah. And you can get your copy of the calendar by going to the Extension Office here in Nelson County, or if you're in Marion or Washington, talking with them as well. And then you can follow us along for the rest of the year, because now we've been halfway through the year.
Yes.
We're kicking off the second half of the year, and we're going to continue as we cook along.
Yes, but you can still come get those.
Absolutely. And the recipes are still
yes,
good.
the recipes are awesome and every month. So we've been cooking them all and eating them all.
Absolutely. So let's get started with our Watermelon Refresher.
Okay. The first thing a lot of people might want to know about is, how do you pick out a good watermelon? The easiest and the most fastest way is to check this underside to see that it's a yellow, creamy, it can have some webbing on it. The webbing is not bad, but if this is white, then it's probably not ripe.
Okay.
And that is probably the easiest way. Some people thump it. That's not always completely reliable. Some people smell it.
Okay, so you want the yellow on the bottom.
Yeah, it's where it's laying in the field. So the longer it lays there and ripens, the yellower that gets. So
Interesting.
that's a very good way to pick out a good watermelon.
Okay.
Visually. So, and then sometimes they're difficult to hold on to because they're some big cumbersome. So what I do is I will try to anything that's round while you're cutting it, you'll want to, first of all, you want to make sure you wash it really good.
Right, and I saw you washing before we got started.
Yes, so wash it really good, because any contaminants that are on the skin, once you cut down into it, can push those down into the rind.
Right.
So the easiest thing to do with any round fruit is to get it to a flat surface so that it's easier to cut. So with watermelons, you want a really good knife. This
Cut
one's
it down
just
the middle
cracking on down for me.
Sounds refreshing.
So we're going to.
Now, how about seedless versus seed? Is there any difference?
This is a seedless watermelon. That's probably 85% of your watermelons now are seedless.
Okay.
That's just the way the farmers have engineered them. They're not genetically modified. It's just where they've mixed together the seed and came up with the seedless. These are little bitty white seeds. You can eat them. There's nothing wrong with them. They're very, very tender.
Okay.
So you don't have to pick those out.
But you do have the big black seeds. Don't eat them.
Yeah.
Rush to get a watermelon
Yeah, a lot of people will. Sometimes people roast them and just like you would pumpkin seeds. But yeah, don't eat the black ones. Save them for your watermelon spitting contest.
There you go. Okay.
So you want to get your watermelon to a nice flat surface. Sometimes depending on how we're cutting them, we'll cut this end off also. If you're going to take the rind off of it, then that works well also, because you can kind of just peel the rind off. But we're not going to do that today, because we want our rind to be on.
Okay. Now, I was noticing on some notes that you had, which I didn't realize, that you can actually eat the rind of the watermelon, right?
I didn't realize that either. Some people eat the rind. They stew it, they cook it, they fry it, they pickle it. So, and a lot of times in different countries too, they do a lot more with the rind.
So every part of the watermelon is edible?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Very good.
So we'll we're going to do, if I can cut a straight line.
But I wouldn't eat it unless you do something to it.
You can eat it just like this. You don't have to really do anything with it. I was out at Ag Day the other day, and we have a recipe card for a watermelon salsa. And a lot of people were taking it, and I think they were taking it because it was hot that day, and it just sounded really refreshing.
All right, so we have our watermelon cut into
little wedges.
Wedges, okay.
And then we're going to arrange those on our plate. This watermelon looks really nice and
juicy.
Red.
Uh-huh.
So that's always a good thing. And then watermelon is also full of vitamin A and C. So you're getting a lot of nutrients. They are like 92% water. So you're also hydrating as you're eating watermelon.
Okay. Now, do you salt your watermelon?
I sometimes do. I don't always have to, but sometimes I do. A lot of people put salt on them.
Yeah, I know that was a debate that people were having, and a lot of them were saying yes.
Yes, yes.
Which isn't the best nutrition, I guess,
yeah,
right? Nutritional-wise.
If you're trying to cut down on your sodium, then you probably don't want to salt your watermelon.
So also, now with these watermelons, they can grow pretty large,
yes.
right?
Yes. And I was looking to see what the largest watermelon was, and it's over 350 pounds.
Wow.
So for the world record right now, I think that was set back a few years ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a big watermelon.
That is big.
Now when you're picking, I know you mentioned looking for the yellow on the bottom, and that kind of tells you if it's ripe or stuff, but how about size-wise? Is there anything correlating with the size? Is it
not really? You want your
more
watermelon
flavorful?
To be heavy. That means it's still got a lot of moisture in it.
Okay.
You don't want it to be light. So the heavier, the better.
Okay.
But I don't think so, because they have really small personal size watermelons now that you can buy. So, so really size doesn't have a whole lot to do with it anymore, I don't think.
Now we've moved on to our other red fruit here, our strawberries, right?
Our strawberries.
Okay.
So we're going to just take, this is Greek yogurt. I guess we can read over this recipe.
Absolutely.
It has 1 medium-sized watermelon and ½ a cup of plain Greek yogurt. You can also use just regular low-fat plain yogurt also. The only difference is it's a little runnier, whereas the Greek yogurt is a little more stiff.
Okay.
And we're using assorted fruits. We've got blackberries, blueberries, and strawberries. And some of these blueberries came from one of our local
very good.
Local homemakers here. You can also use raspberries. And then this also suggests using honey if you want to. That's optional. It's just going to add sugar to it. So if watermelon is not sweet enough, you can add a little drizzle of honey to that. And then you can serve this with corn on the cob if you want to make it a full nutritious meal. Grilled chicken, corn on the cob, and some skim or low-fat milk.
Right, and gives you the whole little plate you have over there, right? That kind of fills in all the different spots.
Yes, this is our My Plate, and this is making half your plate fruits and vegetables, and then half your plate grains and proteins with your dairy. So that's kind of what I teach in my curriculum and my lessons. So
very good.
Thought I'd stick that out there for you.
Absolutely. And with the recipes, as Terry had mentioned, they do have ways to make it a complete meal. So kind of when you get the different recipes that when you pick up your calendar, you can also kind of add on all these other options as well.
Right, and it has a lot of other healthy little tips for you. It tells you the nutritional value in it, tells you what approximately it may cost you per serving. This per serving is less than $1 a piece, and that will depend on the price of your fruit also. So if you're getting all your fruit in season, you're going to find a much better price on it.
And all of these fruit, anyway, could potentially be gotten at the farmer's market.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Definitely the blueberries and the blackberries and
Yes, and
strawberries.
they've got blackberries out now. I think they just came into season, so a lot of people are picking those. Blueberries, a lot of blueberries. Like I said, one of the homemakers brought those in to us, and she had picked those. They had picked those on their own property. So
what's your favorite fruit that we have here?
I like all of them, but I love blackberries and I love blueberries.
Yeah.
And I like strawberries also,
I do
but
too.
they're better with chocolate on them.
Well, this looks pretty good there too
Yes.
with it. Yes.
And this is the Greek yogurt. So what we're going to do is we're just going to take a dollop.
Okay. Now, if you do have a seeded watermelon, pick the seeds out before you do this, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. As best you can. Sometimes those are harder to pick out. You can pick out.
If you're using your fork, you can kind of.
Yeah, pick out what you. And we're just gonna kind of spread that around so that you get a little taste of it.
Here.
And of course you can make your watermelon slices as big or as little as you want. This would be good to kind of let your kids decorate.
Right. They could have fun.
Yeah, decorate up how they want to. They could make faces and different things.
Be creative.
Yeah, different things going on with it. And blueberries.
Blueberries are superfood. So they're
They are.
really
They
good.
are really nutritious.
I like blueberries
Have
too.
a lot of antioxidants in them.
You can make a little face if you want. You can do whatever you want.
And then I cut these blackberries down because they were so big.
Okay.
They were just fairly large. On that one. And then there you go. We've got.
Absolutely. We have our watermelon refresher. And as you can see, as we said, they're very patriotic for the 4th of July as
Yes.
well, for Independence Day that month. But this is the July recipe in the 2019 Food and Nutrition Calendar. And as we said, we cook a lot of times, but this one was
This
more.
one was just all fresh fruit.
Absolutely. And this could be either a meal, an appetizer, dessert. It could be really anything that you want it to be.
Yes.
You know, and then you could add on
It's
to
a
the
healthy
other parts.
snack, and then you can add stuff with it if you want to make it a meal.
And also, you have, if somebody's really likes watermelon, they can come and get another recipe that you have, right?
Yes, we also have the watermelon salsa. This is just another refreshing way to use watermelon in a different way. And we have those recipe cards available here at the Extension office. We have this watermelon refresher recipe available. We also have the calendars available. So feel free to stop by. And we have a lot of other recipes for all your summer fruits and summer vegetables also.
And if you're intrigued with the idea of doing something with the rind, they can contact you about that too, right?
Yes, yes.
So you can eat the whole thing, which I didn't realize that. That's kind
Yes,
of interesting.
you can eat the whole thing. I've never seen anyone eat the rind, but there are people that pickle it and fry it and stew it. They add it into their stews. So,
Oh, cool.
yeah.
Well, again, I've been here with Terry Spriggs, who is the Nutrition Education Program Assistant here at the Nelson County Extension Office. Come and get your 2019 Food and Nutrition Calendar and make your watermelon refresher. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right,
Thank
it's
you
been
for
Gary
having me.
White for Channel 6 Central Kentucky Television.